Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's read. I want to tackle when are things going to get better? Okay, so us as a collective in society, but also for your personal situation, when are things going to get better? When are they going to improve? Let's see if we could get an answer from Spirit, okay? Do keep in mind, love, that as always, the messages are general, so not everything is going to resonate for everybody. Do take what information applies to you, what resonates for you, and what you feel is valuable for you. Okay, and leave the rest behind as you always hear, as they are general messages, you guys. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with what I see. I almost wanted to say, please don't shoot the messenger. So let's see what comes out. When will things improve? When will things get better? When will things get better, please, Spirit? Your honest messages. When will things get better? When will they improve? We have here Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about emotionally purging. It's about giving up on that which never worked, really. It's about purging out the old, walking away from that which was not emotionally fulfilling. Okay, so we may have some stagnant energy here. We may need to clean house a little bit in the heart space, right? Looking at the cups energy. Eight of Cups is a journey going forward to find what truly we want to get to that nine, right? So, what makes us personally happy and fulfilled? So, for some of us, it's about trimming up, cutting the fat, streamlining here, purging out the old to make way for the new. Ooh, I am here in spring cleaning. Okay, so for some, you can utilize the spring cleaning type energy or season to clear house. Now, whether that's like physical house or emotional house, right? Or both. Could be both for some, all right? But it's hard for the universe to give us blessings and give us a new way if we're still clinging on to the old way, the old cups, and emotions are indicators, right? Emotions are the tinges inside of us that they're supposed to be guiding lights, right? They're supposed to be pointers, point us in the right direction. How we feel is a big indication of what vibration we're sitting in and where we're headed, right? Where we're headed. So clearing up the old stagnant vibrations, streamlining so that you can make way for the universe to bring you what you see here. When will things get better? When will things improve? Okay, interesting. We have the six here of swords reversed. Now, in the upright, this would be going on the journey, having mental clarity, seeking peace, right? But here coming in the reverse, there may be some form of lack of mental clarity, right? Something that keeps us stagnated, something that keeps us unable to see things clear or unable to allow ourselves to move forward. It's almost like we're asking the universe for peace, but we want to take all these swords in our boat. We want to keep all of our cups, keep all of our excess, keep all of our swords, and that'll weigh down your boat. So things will improve. It feels like when we streamline, when we allow for the cutting of the fat, when we also allow and make room for the blessings to come in, and when the universe starts to give us those things that will lead us to our happiness, that's when this energy, that's when we begin to seek that mental clarity, really going on the journey rather than stagnating ourselves or going backwards or being pessimistic, right? And I also want to say we can't take everybody, we can't keep everything. You can't take it with you. When will things get better? When will things improve? We have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is sadness, it's guilt, it's shame, um it's feeling of a loss here. So for some of us, it's the sadness is almost like a security blanket. It's almost easier to hold on to the old cups or, shroud ourselves in those memories, those painful memories, than it is to allow elevation out of it or transmutation of the energy. And Spirit is saying, again, it's hard for us to bring you something new, right? That'll improve your situation. If you're dead set on feeling sad, dead set on feeling um confused, or take you're wanting to hold on to everything that shouldn't be in your reality any longer, right? Painful memories, old friendships. Here we have High Priestess, old soul ties, all of these things, all of these experiences, and the emotional buildup of such, and it just needs to get cleared out. Here with the High Priestess, this is elevating to a divine level. Okay, whether you're feminine or masculine, this is the divine feminine energy. All right, but let's not forget, we all have masculine and feminine. And our feminine energy is our receiving energy, right? So I almost get this like siren song, like almost like so a calling out to the universe, a proclamation of what we desire here, and reaching this high level of vibration so that we can attain it. But following one's intuitions as well through that form of study. There's a form of study here for some of us. You see how she's holding the book, loves. See how she's holding the book, loves. For some of us, it's a matter of studying ourselves, right? Studying our heart space. Now, I am feeling a lot of the water. I am feeling a lot of the emotion, the energy, right? Uh, every single card I'm looking at here either has water in it or is about the cup's energy. And cup's energy is summer. So if we can purge, if we can align ourselves, your situation could be looking better. Actually, that's funny. Could be looking better and improving come summer. Okay. Um, but here we have the Nine of Wands, wands being spring. Spring, we're in this season now. Walls are up high. This is the beat down, wounded warrior. Okay, so if we're asking ourselves here, right, when will things get better? We have to allow it. It's the same message. Our walls are so high, we feel so beat down. There's also, thank you, Spirit. There's also an energy of us attacking each other in society. Um, we have no mental clarity on the situation. There may be a piece of ourselves that is telling us rise out of this conflict, this bickering, this arguing. It's clear we're being pitted against each other, right? We need to allow ourselves to rise out of that now, proclaim, and with this divine feminine, call into our reality. I'm getting that Empress energy. Call into our reality the abundance we wish to see. But that it requires also not building up walls against each other. Oh my God, thank you, Spirit. Freedom to communicate ideas, freedom to not hold grudges against each other. Wow. Now, another thing about the High Priestess is that she holds secrets. She's away. She's up in the clouds. She sees it all pan out. She has the ability to see all sides of the coin, right? So this is like a higher level knowledge of something happening. This could be someone sitting over watching us build up walls against each other, watching us collect resentments and not purge, watching us not transform our situations. But we have the power. So if you're coming here today, loves, and you're wondering when are things going to improve, spring is the perfect season to stop feeling that wounded warrior energy. The time is now. You are a warrior and you have been wounded, but that's okay. That's okay. because we all have. And the great thing about life is that, and it's really the only, but the crappy part is the only way you can learn and have those growth experiences is just like really uncomfortable, right? But that's also the beauty of it, that once you go through that uncomfortable feeling, the light, the free, oh, the chains that bound you gone. This freedom, right? There's something here we need to learn with this book she is holding. And I feel like we're all on the same side. We have to embrace the fact that we're all on the same side and help each other by not fighting against one another. I just wanted to say that's what they want us to do. Okay. When will things get better? The moon card. This is a gunky road. This is a mucky, gunky road. Things are being hidden from us, but also subconsciously within each of us, there's a lot playing out here emotionally that we are unaware of here, right? Pisces and Cancerian energy in this moon card, but that's not having the clarity. That's not having the clarity. So right now, we are not very clear about where we stand, which makes it very hard to get ahead, right? World card here in reverse. I also want to say patience for your situation to improve, right, love? Ooh, Nine of Swords. Try very hard not to feed this scary energy of the things that we don't know. That, oh God, what's it saying? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? That is only true, and it is very true, but that saying is only true here, guys, if we choose to not let it beat us down, if we choose to rise above and to love people anyway, to have an open conversation anyway, even if it's uncomfortable, we'll learn so much, right? Oh, and it's almost like we keep worrying about where we're going and what we don't know, and it's just making it worse. It's just making it worse. And there's something maybe even here about allowing your divine feminine to create something new, not only in your own reality, but in your own reality in relation to other people, in relation to oneself. Um, I mean, even beyond that as well, globally and collectively as well. Oh God, and there's the Empress. Ha! Empress, Taurus, and Libra energy. We have the Four of Pentacles holding on. Some people are selfish. Three of Pentacles, working in a group, working with others, right? And the Eight of Swords in reverse. Let it all go. There's a mental encasement here. There's a holding on. There's definitely a need to purge. So when are things going to improve? When we stop fighting against the universe, stop fighting against each other, and stop fighting against ourselves. That's when things will improve. Things will improve when the path unravels slowly as we purge out these emotions, as we gain our clarity, as we begin to think of about others as ourselves, like we're all connected, right? I'm not against you. I'm not better than you. Even if someone is unclear in their thinking, right? We're not better than them just because they're unclear. We can be a beacon of hope and light. But if we're in the dark place, we need others around us to be of a beacon and a light to us. Motherly energy, a lot of feminine, right? Things will improve when we allow. Boy, what a boring message. So here what we need to do is purge out these excess things in our physical environment In our heart space, we need to wrap up all these loose ends, right? Ooh, Page of Wands under that. Okay. We need to wrap up all these loose ends. We need to not worry about what we don't know because all will be revealed, especially if you go seeking the answers, love. Globally, I gotta be careful with this message. Not trying to trigger anybody, but globally speaking, the the knowledge is there, and there may be too much mucky gunky emotional energy and mental cloudiness and too many walls too high against each other to be able to communicate any kind of truth or message, or for us to see who's actually wielding this, who is that in the clouds, right? Globally speaking, there's records of everything. There's records, there's statistics, there's knowledge is out there for you to find. And it's almost like I'm getting with this four right under the, yeah, thank you, Spirit. Right under our Nine of Wands is Four of Pentacles. If we want to see an improvement through the following seasons up until the winter where things solidify, we can't be blocked. We can't be um uh my way or the highway. We can't be blocked out. We can't be selfish with ourselves, right? Releasing allegiances. It's not me against you. It's not us against each other. It's not even you're the side you think you're on. You need to expand out of that. If you want things to improve, you've got to release and purge here for some old allegiances. Just because we dedicated time to believing a certain thing for so long doesn't mean we weren't duped. And it's okay if we were duped. It's okay if we were duped. Now's the time where we say, okay, I'm not going to hold on to those feelings. I understand. I see clearly. I understand. And I'm learning. I've learned and I will take it and I will now put it in my reality. We have spirals of manifestation. So for some, holding on to the old, right? Not allowing that completion here, those purges, those new allegiances, that new information, not allowing yourself to break free from this idea that we're all against each other or we need to protect ourselves from one another just because we think differently from each other. Things will improve and you will be able to manifest something different once you're feeling something different. I feel like what's going on here for us is we're expecting the result to bring the feeling. And the universe is waiting for the feeling within you, love, to bring the result, baby. Inner trust we have. And we have dream a beautiful dream. This is about the collective consciousness. This is about the network, baby. This is about us all being connected. But then we have inner trust, which is a very, I see as a very self, inner trust of one's self. So we have this mirroring thing going on, self versus the collective. But we want to come into an alignment for those blessings and abundance to reach us. What we want to see needs to be created from within us first. Then it will be seen in our reality. And it starts with people holding themselves accountable and saying, I've held on to those grudges too long. I've held on to those allegiances too long. I was wrong. I went backwards. I need to go forward now. There has to be a change. I'm ready to work with you. We need to be ready to work with each other. We need to be ready to work with the universe, co-creating something different, but it starts within each individual one of us. And the only thing we can do is watch our own vibrations, right? Every journey starts with a single step. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Going on a magnificent journey of self. Look at the expansion, right? The expansion. It literally starts from within you. And you see how she's booty ass naked? She butt naked. She has a suitcase with her, which is funny. But it's like what is she carrying in the suitcase? She's not wearing any clothes. She's bearing her soul, right? That's what I'm feeling out of that. We have to be willing to bear our souls, willing to admit our flaws. And I swear to God, you can start this now, right now, today, to improve your situation. But it does start with a single step, and it's scary, but it's nothing you can't handle. So your situation, our situation as a collective as well, will improve when we stop uh, torturing ourselves, when we stop looking at each other as the enemy. Sacred fool. Maybe that's what was in her suitcase. She's still naked. Um, Maybe that's what was in her suitcase. All of the things that make life fun. This is the sacred fool. Um, Now, don't get it twisted. Just because she's a fool doesn't mean she's foolish. She is a sacred fool. She knows when to play games. She knows how to ride the waves. She knows how to dance and enjoy her life as it comes. We have after the storm here. Things will maybe get a little worse before they get better, but you can start improving your situation today by making taking these steps, and they're not easy. But if you really want to see improvement in your life, it starts with what you're bringing into your reality with this gunk in the heart space. We need to purge. We need to purge. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. This is also I am feeling the collective there around the spirals, but being at cause as in having your place in the collective, right? But this is also about not over controlling the situation, not over controlling, just allowing things to flow naturally. I just heard something. How do we purge? How do you purge? Crying is a great way to crying is a great way to purge um, out those feelings. But also accountability is a great way to purge out excess feelings. Forgiveness for yourself and the other person or the situation. Really, you have to find the bigger reason that this happened. When you find the bigger reason for why those things occurred in your life or why you experienced those very specific challenges, what those taught you as a person and how you grew from those, that's when the purge it just naturally happens, you know? So I would say being honest with yourself about the situation, your place in these things, what you're holding on to and what you can get let go of now, okay? In the world, not of the world, and against the grain. That is this elevation. That is this individuality. That is this spark of absolute gorgeous energy. This is like each one of us has special things about us. Ain't nobody wrong. Nobody here is wrong. Nobody here is not special. Nobody here is better than anyone else. We are all sacred fools. We are all here to learn and grow and expand. And we are all here to do that on an individual basis. And instead of building walls up against each other or even against ourselves, embracing those beautiful things about ourselves and the differences in one another. So if you start this journey right now, you look yourself in the mirror and you take accountability for where your heart has been, darling, you can kick this into action right now by turning this energy right now in the spring in the wands upside down and no longer blocking out what you wish to see in your life, no longer creating a mess and then complaining about it, right? No offense, we all tend to do that, right? And here it's like by the time summer comes, we can be sitting in such a beautiful energy of abundance and acceptance and higher knowledge and receiving this calling into our reality, what we want to see. But we have to go through this process as uncomfortable as it is. So you could push off the process. You have your free will and you have your choice. But if you want your life to get better, if you want to see things improve, take the steps today. And the quicker that you get that ball rolling down the hill, the quicker you're going to get the benefits back, right? We could stagnate this. We can make it take forever. We could say, no, I have no ill will. I have no ill feelings, and not dissect what we think and what we project to people or where we've been selfish or what we're blocking out or whatever the case. I can't believe I forgot I had coffee. Ooh, okay. We can make that choice. Or we can accept the fact that we're each so beautiful in this experience and in this world and allow our mm, allow ourselves vibrationally to accept change and and ascension. It starts with acknowledgement. We acknowledge, then we allow change. We don't fight. We don't resist. And that's when we naturally elevate. That's when we naturally, you know what I mean? Forgiveness is huge. But I really want to say forgiveness for self, forgiveness for others, forgiveness for the powers that be, for having an agenda, for all these things that are occurring. Also, again, what globally just keeps coming to mind in the world, not of the world, right? Um, we create, we we made this world what it is. So if we don't like it, we can use our individuality, our sacred essence, our expansions, what we've learned, our knowledge. We can allow all of those beautiful energies and all that we've learned to come into play to elevate us as individuals first and then as a collective. Okay, guys. I hope that helps. I hope I wasn't just rambling the whole time. Let me know in the comments below if you found this message and how it was received for you, if it makes sense. And as always, you guys, take care. And until I see you next time, peace, love, and light to you always.